What's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again to the Growth Network, where we grassrooting our wealth, tradition, and heritage. Be sure to like, share, and comment, and subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe, be sure to hit that notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Hey, today I'm going to bring a disturbing story out of Reason.com. And it states that the lowest income taxpayers are the most likely to be audited, which means that if you're poor, best believe your government is going to do everything in their power to keep you that way. Don't mind the inflation and those kind of issues, high prices, gas prices going up, cost of bread going from $2 to $5, cereal $5 and get half a box. Don't worry about that. You can get past that. IRS got you. Don't worry about it. They're gonna take the rest of your little change. But let me hit a couple of notes here, and we'll get into this story. Like I said, this is from the Reason website, and it says data from the Transactional Records Access Clearinghouse at Syracuse University shows that the IRS audited people who made less than $25,000 yearly at a 5 times higher rate than anyone else in the fiscal year of 2021. That is crazy. All you making is 25. That's I don't know what that is. Barely minimum wage. Anyway, the Biden administration plans to beef up, if you recall, IRS funding to increase monitoring of cash flow in and out of banks. Now, if you recall, there's a story that's saying that Biden wanted to monitor, I believe, transactions that are like $500 or more to come through the bank, trying to audit people that pretty much watch people that do because of the Uber and the the Lyft drivers and stuff, people that make money, these make cash money or make a lot of money off of tips. He want to monitor every dime that you make. Want to make sure if you poor, you better not be trying to get out the poorhouse, because we're gonna catch you. And you better pay your fair share of taxes. Although these wealthy people ain't paying no kind of taxes, but they are bringing more businesses in. But revenue in the economy. But anyway, like I said, you say Biden administration going to increase monitoring of the cash flow in and out of banks. It could hurt those that are barely getting by. Yeah, because banks are already charging overdraft fees, late fees and stuff like that, which hits, the poor community more than hits anybody else. But they don't care. They want to keep you poor. So they said the IRS conducted 306,944 audits of lowest income earners and did only 352,000 of all others. So nearly half of the people they audited made less than $25,000, and then the other half was everybody else, so anywhere from $25,000 on up to millions and billions and trillions of dollars. You understand? Let's say 39,000, about 40,000 were of people that made 200,000 to a million. In other words, 4.5 out of 1,000 people compared to 13 out of 1,000 people were audited, or 2.6 out of 1,000 people were audited. So it's not really. When you go through percentages, it's not a whole. It's not a whole lot. It's not even. It's like 1/4% of 1,000 people out of everybody. Or the poor people. The regular people being audited or whatever. But with poor people, it's 13. It's like 1.3%. So you see, it's like anybody making over $25,000, you're audited less than 0.5%. But if you making less than $25,000, you audited over 1%. Mercy. Most that were audited had claimed an anti-poverty earned tax credit. In other words, you got that earned income tax credit that you apply for because of how much you make, and because you applied for something that they gave you, they're going to audit you for it. Like, who would have thunk it? So, like I say, this thing here to me, like I say, is just to keep poor people poor. which is sad. So let's just look at these stats real quick. So the lowest wage earners, they filed a little over 23 million tax returns. A little over 300,000 were audited, which is like say 13 for every 1,000 people. Everyone else, it was 136 million, about 136.5 million returns were filed, and just 350,000 people were audited out of that, which is say 2.6 for every 1,000. So again, let's get into it with the people that call themselves voting for the Biden administration. As Kamala Harris said, you got what you voted for. I don't know if she meant it in the terms that we're using it for, but Kamala, I agree with you 110%. Like I say, this here is an atrocity towards poor people. You got a lot of people out here who, just got bad breaks, trying to make it. And as they try to get up, somebody's here to try to hold them back. So yeah, when people say that the man be trying to hold you back, yes, they do. They do. But the difference between now and maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years ago is now we can see it. We can see it before it comes. Or as like I say on the wire, or Bosch just say on the wire, we can see it a mile away. So now it's just up to us as a people and as a community to do what we need to do to stop it, to cut it off, to give ourselves and again our next generations a chance to overcome this with education. There are classes that you can take online that are free that major universities give, to where you can learn where you can get certifications on a lot of stuff, including stuff dealing with IT and AI, things of that nature. You ain't got to go to class and take 20 classes in one semester. That's crazy. You take one here, one there, two here, two there. Do it over time. Build your education up to where you can learn a trade or something, get certification so you can get out of these low-paying, dead-end, $7.50 an hour, $10 an hour, $12 an hour jobs, to where you can't even pay your own bills, and to where in the future you can work. It took me years to get my degree. It was hard. I mean, divorced parent, still in my kids' lives every day, trying to study, trying to go to work. It was rough. It was hard. So I understand. But I mean, when I say it took years, I mean, it took years. First class I took, first semester, went back to school. I was out of school for 10 years. First semester I went back, took one class. Second semester I went back, I think I took two. And I took two here, one here. In the fall term, I'll take a class. Spring, I take a couple. Summer, I take one. I mean, you just do what you got to do to get there. You create a goal and you sacrifice to get there. So you will not be hit so hard with this here. I'd rather be hit with taxes and fees and stuff like that with six figures coming in every year than somebody who's making less than $25,000 a year and can barely sit there and, like I say, less than $25,000 a year, and they already hitting me up, like I say, with overdraft fees, and bank accounts, going to cash a check. They hit me up with 3%, 7%, which at first it may not seem like a lot, but when you think about it, once you add it up, it's like that. I mean, that becomes hundreds of dollars that you don't have, that you don't have. So I mean, $25,000 a year, that's like $12 an hour, and that's before taxes. Like I say, which ain't nothing. So anyway, like I say, get an education, Learn a trade. Hey, if you want to start a business, that's fine too, but do something to put money in your pocket the way you can stack it. Pay your bills off. Get you a small insurance policy for your kids, so if something happened to you, they'll have something that they can help them survive, create generational wealth. Buy you a plot of land, buy you a little small house. I don't give a doggone where it's at. Get your house anywhere, build that neighborhood. If it's a crime-riddled neighborhood, I mean, I understand it's not what you want, but if you got a family, and if more families move into these type of neighborhoods, the crime will go down. But you got to think bigger picture. Like I said, the crime will go down, the neighborhood will be better, and you just doing something for your family so they can have a plot of land, some real estate to where your kids can build on their future. Because it ain't just for right now, it's for your kids and, like I say, generations ahead. You got other groups. You got some of us too, because we learning. A lot of us have learned, a lot of us are still learning, that we understand this is a generational thing that we build, you know what I'm saying, one day at a time. And so we all just got to get on that same page. Anyway, that's enough I got to say. Tell me what you think. Leave your comment down below. Again, hey, like the video. If you want to support, this financial support, hey, you can get the CashApp, hit the website, buy some merchandise. But if you don't want to do that, not able to do it, I mean, at least you can like and share it to a few people. Man, that goes a long way. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.